Hey man, real stay shit. You already know what's going on. So we gotta talk about this situation with Bizzy Banks. He was arrested and raided by SWAT earlier today in Hackensack, New Jersey. But before we get into all that situation, man, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and let's run this shit up. So, drill music rapper Bizzy Banks was busted with drugs and a loaded revolver during a SWAT team raid Friday morning at his Hackensack apartment, authorities said. Born Majestic Bless Moses, the 23-year-old Brooklyn native was processed on drugs, guns, weapons, money laundering charges, and sent to the Bergen County Jail to await a first appearance in Central Judicial Processing Court in Hackensack. City Department Captain Michael Enrista says police found more than 2 pounds of pot, $2,750 in proceeds, and the gun, which was loaded with hollow point bullets, following an investigation by Detective Mark Carrillo and Sergio Renell and Detective John Dalton. Antisa thanked the Bergen County Regional SWAT team and NYPD for their assistance. Damn, man, they really got this nigga for 2 pounds and a gun? That's such bullshit. Like, no cap, like, isn't weed legal in New Jersey? So how the fuck are they arresting niggas for having, I don't think you're supposed to have that amount, but like 2 pounds in a legal state is not even that crazy. This nigga basically just got taken down for this shit, and it's sad, man. Like, if this, I don't really understand what sort of evidence they have with the money laundering part of it, but I just feel like it's just total craziness. How are they even able to do this? And they organized this with NYPD. This was like a whole sting or something. They said that Banks was identified as a player in the growing subgenre of trap influenced hip hop known as drill music, which derives its name from the slang for shooting someone. And they don't really go into really any detail about exactly how they even found this information or anything. Like, do they really need to call SWAT on niggas like that? Bro, this is that New Jersey ass shit, bro. Like, do they really need to call SWAT for 2 pounds and a gun? Like, that shit, the 2 pounds was probably personal use and the gun was probably for protection. They act like they got like a whole mob dude like over this shit, which is crazy. And they really raided his house over this. And I feel like that's not even like, they didn't even like come up on anything crazy like that. They got $2,000 and a pound and a gun. And these niggas acting like they got a whole fucking like mob boss or something like that, man. It's crazy, man. Like, tell me, is that even like a score or anything? Like, did these cops are gonna up and rank for that? Like, you could probably find fucking like regular people with more fucking shit than that. But that's just sad. They really raided this man's house over that. That's crazy. Like, imagine, like, that's not even anything. It's not like they found like proof of distributing drugs or anything. 2 pounds for a rapper, that's probably like personal use. But that just goes to show that like when niggas try to like change their life and move out of the city and move to a different place, they end up getting fucking fucked over by the cops, especially in New Jersey. This isn't the first time this happened. Like, look at 504 and that he had a similar situation in New Jersey where they raided him and stuff. But I wonder why exactly they even had the ability to do that, or what like previous like knowledge or anything they had on him to be able to raid his house with fucking SWAT. That's just crazy, man. Like, it sucks for him. Like, a lot of times you feel like when rappers get arrested, it's some type of like self-snitching type thing where like they were the ones that basically told the police by being on social media or something and having guns and weed and shit like that. But this doesn't even kind of sound like that. This sounds like maybe his neighbors got upset with him and saw him with something, or maybe like they saw him smoking or something and called the police. But they straight up got SWAT called on this man for a fucking pound. Like, 2 pounds of weed is nothing now. Like, is that even worth, like, I feel like 2 pounds of weed, are you even gonna spend time? But when you have it with the gun, and it's really hard to get a gun in New Jersey, like, it's definitely gonna be like an L. He's gonna do some time for the gun charge. But I mean, what are you supposed to do as a rapper? Especially when you're at the level where you can't have 24/7 security. It's not like this nigga like Nicki Minaj or fucking Jay-Z or some shit. That's like, really, what are you supposed to do at that point? You really got to take matters into your own hands. This nigga just trying to change his life. This is not like a K-Flock situation where this nigga was going out brazenly murdering people and shit. Like, bruh, this man was just trying to smoke weed and be chilling in his house. in New Jersey, and the NYPD, like, they really took the time to fucking organize with Hackensack PD to do this. Like, this is the taxpayers' money going to this stuff, and it's a total waste of time when there's like whole like pedophiles and fucking like rapists and shit going around. They're really gonna call SWAT to raid someone? I mean, if there was something that happened, then that would make sense. But if this nigga was just minding his own business, it's like, what is the purpose of this, man? But hey, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments if you think that there's like a greater problem here. But if you think that this shit was just some bullshit and the cops just trying to fucking police rappers in general, let me know in the comments. But hey, real estate